pricey in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go! Tight down. There you go. Kill. Slam. Turn up.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it will be second down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check tight.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
What we got? Check three. Switch.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 24-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready? Flag! 22 got 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain of 37.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Watch the pass.
2nd down and goal. Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Carl Nassib. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. sets to throw it. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the out. No.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And the Cardinal first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Check 26.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Cardinals.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. A beautiful fake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Murray now on first down. Throwing the outlet incomplete. That's Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Buccaneers' 30-yard line.
Throwing on second down, and he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it'll bring up third down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
55. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. All day, baby. All day. White. 54. Flip. 54. Lock 54.
First down, Winston. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pin the mirrors back and go. Follow. 54.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Push him back. Flip it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Mike spot 4. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. 54,
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Johnson running right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Man open right side. It's the tight end play. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check. Easy. Mike 54.
Hey, watch the lane. Shift.
Green, everything.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Winston, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, watch it.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 45. You got nothing left. You got nothing. He's coming. Double up, double up. Come on, come on. Check 4, check 4. Okay.
He can run for it, and there he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them to football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tight dog. He's coming up. We got double up. Check.
They go to Johnson again.
Check 1, 3.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 32-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the Cardinal first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Joker. Watch, twist. Slam.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On the double. 45 to Mike. Oh, damn. Watch the safety creep. Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
On first down, it's Logan. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Yo. Hey, please. 24. Check 24. Check 13. Check 4. He's crashing.
Fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out.
You did.
My bad.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back after and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Flip it. 58. Easy. 58. Ball. Okay, double up. 58.
From the gun, Winston. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1-yard gain.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch the screen. 58, right over there. Yeah. 58, right there. Easy. Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Record. 58.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's got it. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll come out in the pistol. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On second and goal, Winston. And he hits it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. George Kittle with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Here we go. Check down 7.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Johnson will only get a couple up to about the 30.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
It's third down.
Ready. Single slot. Check 31.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.